U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta has called on Israel to exercise restraint over Iran's nuclear development. The plea comes as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warns that the time for a peaceful solution is running out.
U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta has denied that Washington and Israel are planning to attack Iran. Media reports on Tuesday said the Pentagon has already drawn up military plans if diplomacy fails to convince Tehran to halt its nuclear program. Speaking alongside his Israeli counterpart Ehud Barak in Tel Aviv, Panetta said no strike was imminent.
These visits by U.S. officials have basically been bookends on the visit of Mitt Romney to Israel earlier this week. The military option is the last resort, and I think that's the case for both the United States and for Israel, despite the noise that we sometimes hear, particularly coming from the Israelis.
Iran must not be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon. That was the firm message from both sides as U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta met with Israeli officials.
We will exert all options in the effort to ensure that that does not happen.
But while conceding Israel's right to protect itself, the Pentagon chief cautioned that the focus should be on diplomacy and sanctions.
We have to exhaust every option, every effort, before we resort to military action.
But Israel doesn't think diplomacy with Tehran is working and said time to resolve the issue peacefully is running out.
However forceful our statements, they have not convinced Iran that we are serious about stopping them. Right now, the Iranian regime believes that the international community does not have the will to stop its nuclear program.
It seems that Iran is yet to decide whether to transform its growing nuclear program into a bid to build a nuclear weapon. But Panetta and the Israelis agree that Iran's uranium enrichment program is bringing it ever closer to a weapons capability, and that would push the U.S. and Israel into making the decision about what to do next, a decision that may not be far away.
The viewpoint of the intelligence community is that if they made the decision to go ahead in order to develop the enriched uranium and develop the kind of weaponization that they would have to do, that we're probably looking at approximately a year.
Panetta is also stepping up his own talk of a possible U.S. strike on Iran in case diplomacy and a growing raft of sanctions fail. The current sequence of meetings between Iran and the major powers have yet to yield any agreement.